Hey there, it's John Siskovich. I'm in a canoe, and that means it's time for some storytelling. So, let's get into it. I want to talk about what's happening on my face. My lip is gigantic. I want to talk about what my week has been like, because I've had some mind-blowing, really surreal, really kind of crazy experiences this week. And other than that, I've been really busy. I want to talk about what farm life is like right now, just give you guys a heads up and an overview and all that good stuff. And finally, what has been happening with Farm Marketing Solutions. Missed a couple days publishing videos. Haven't done a podcast in a while. And yeah, you guys are due for an update. So, what have I been up to? Let's start with the face. I got this guy, and then this, look at that. Oh, that's gnarly. So, starting with the long story, because I love to talk. We're in a canoe, it's time to talk. I've done a lot of research on successful entrepreneurs, CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, internet marketers, farmers. I used to work with a bunch of celebrities, so got some insider information there. It's been a long process of research, and I found one common thread with a lot of successful people has been meditation. And meditating, you could do that where you're sitting in a quiet room and you're clearing your mind and focusing on your breathing. People do yoga, Pilates. For me, my brain is so active and my body always wants to be moving that I found a great source of meditation through martial arts. And practicing martial arts, sometimes it's most times it's really awesome to practice with somebody else. So I had some shinai, which are practice swords. They're bundled bamboo, so it's a bunch of pieces of bamboo bundled together, tied with a leather handle. And I was sparring with a buddy of mine, and one move the wrong way, and bam, got punched in the face with a sword. So it's really just a practice sword. So a bunch of bamboo straight to the dome. And that's why I have a fat lip. It happened a couple days ago. Haven't made a video because it looked a lot worse than this, but I think it's manageable now. I can actually talk clearly. Other than that, had a really busy week. Mabel turned 3. Thank you guys for all your lovely comments on the last video. Had some family parties, had some friend parties, had kids over, barbecued. Yeah, just a lot of people. And when the farm chores aren't happening, usually we have a little bit of downtime on Sundays, and that was full of family parties, and that's when I do some of the Farm Marketing Solutions stuff. So, it is whatever. I would rather skip a few YouTube videos and properly celebrate my 3-year-old's birthday. So, other than that, I had a couple cool things happen to me this week. Now, I work for the food cycle. I'm also a member. I think it's just business owner. I'm a part owner of the food cycle. I have share in the company. And the food cycle consists of the farm that I run, our brewery, and a distillery. Those 3 businesses. Now the brewery and the distillery, those guys are super talented. If you think I know what I'm talking about with farming, you should see or taste their beer. I mean, the beer and the spirits that are coming from my business partners and friends is just really phenomenal. The stuff that they've been able to achieve and blah de blah. I'm a company man, so I'm not going to go on and on about how great everything is. But other people are starting to recognize it, and it's getting out there. We're distributing it in New York City, and one of the restaurants in New York City has had our beer before, really liked what we're doing, liked our mission of sustainable and regenerative agriculture and sustainable practices when it comes to our brewing and distilling and how all those things fit together. And they invited us down to kind of demo some of our beers, do a beer tasting where we do some pouring and we do some talking, and it's great and fun. So that restaurant kind of, for me personally, really big deal, really big news, really kind of surreal experience that I was there. And that's Blue Hill in New York City. You guys might know Blue Hill at Stone Barns. Or Stone Barns are like National Young Farmers Coalition and all the fun stuff that they do, and all the work that Stone Barns does, Center for Agricultural Research. I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of these acronyms, but you guys put a lot of words in your names. So, went down to Blue Hill, met the chef, met the crew there, the staff, met everyone who works there, got to talk about our beer and how we make our beer, what the flavor goes into the flavoring, and then I got to present about how the brewery ties in with the farm and what the farm is doing to the restaurant people at Blue Hill. That was insane. It was really, really fun, and really a fun presentation style where our brewery manager introduced the style of beer and a little bit of how it ties into the farm. The head brewer talked about the chemistry and how the flavors were developed. And then I got to talk about our sustainability practices, what we're doing on farm, and how we're making it all happen, tying in beer, spirits, and food. So, cool experience. Got invited back for dinner. They cooked us dinner, I think 15 courses. It was insane. 4 hours of dinner later, and we were in love with them. I hope that we left a good impression and they were in love with us. They're working with us again in the future, and just, yeah, it's really, really cool. So had that experience on Tuesday. On Monday, backtracking just a little bit, I processed chickens with a former Stone Barns employee, Dan. Dan has, with his other business associates, I'm not even going to pretend to know how they structured it, but started that USDA processing facility, and they process every 2 weeks, and they're in that 90-day trial period with the USDA in order to get their official inspection notice. So it's hard to get employees who know what they're doing, who are consistent, and who are invested in the project when you're only hiring 1 day out of every 2 weeks or whatever, that's the only time they're processing. So I'm happy to go out. I earn a few bucks from it, so I'm getting paid to be there. It's not like it's completely from the kindness of my heart. And helping process, be a part of it, witnessing what they're doing, how they're applying their HACCP plan. Sorry, it's late in the day again. Their HACCP plan, which I'm HACCP certified. I got my certificate in the mail for hazard analysis and critical control points, and just really fascinating to watch from the beginning a USDA processing facility get set up. I've done a lot of processing in my day, and I'll do a lot more in the future, and it's great to be able to have the exposure, to be able to talk to the USDA inspectors, the owners of the farm managers, and then the other people that I meet. Everybody who loves chickens comes out of the woods when it comes time to process chickens. So got to do that. On farm, really busy, training tree limbs to adjust their crotch angles. I have a video coming on that. I don't even have to explain that one to you guys, but yeah, that's a good maybe segue into the content and what Farm Marketing Solutions has done. So my personal life, spending some time on family, farm life going crazy, not only with chickens, pigs, and keeping up with everything, and working on the hops, working on the apples, sourcing my tractor, which is still not here yet, but it should be here on Monday. So Farm Marketing Solutions. I have a book coming out. This is not the official notice, but this is kind of a soft hey, you made it this far into the video, and let's see if you've been paying attention. Yeah, I have a book, and I have a publisher, and that book is coming out in print, and it's coming out in digital formats, like every format, and it's going to be so good. I'm so excited for it. So the book that I've had for the last couple of years is Stress-Free Chicken Tractor Plans. I reviewed the book after I got some feedback from more people who had bought it, and realized that there was still a little bit of stress in there. It wasn't completely stress-free. And now a couple thousand people have bought it, which is amazing. And there's thousands more chicken tractors in the world now because of it. But I wanted to do better. So I looked at the book again and completely redid the entire thing. Redrafted it, redid all the images, rewrote the book, cut out sections, added in more sections, and made it that much better. And it's officially launching on August 17th of this year, less than a month away. And with it being less than a month away, there was a lot of last minute, making sure I had all the drawings in, working with the publisher, getting stuff lined up. And this is on top of it being July on farm. So I decided to, man, the sky is beautiful right now. I'm going to turn back around again. So I decided to get a little lax on the content. Working on the book is a reason why I haven't had a podcast in a while, is because I took my podcasting allotted hours and spent them instead on the book. Only so many hours in the day, I had to make a choice, but the podcast will come back in the next couple weeks. So let's see if we can get this sky to register here. May not happen on video, but man, is it glorious. So spent my time that I normally spend on podcasting on the book. The The book is coming out August 17th. I've shot a bunch of video now for orchard updates. I am putting together the premier fencing video for pigs. It's coming out next week. Really excited for that. All your questions answered, and a free video on, I took fencing, portable pig fencing, and I rotate my pigs through my hop yard. I've rotated them through other areas of my land, doing a video on exactly more detail on how I do my rotations, how I break the fence down, how I set the fence up, making sure that you guys can watch that video and do it completely yourself. And Premier has actually been working with me on that, but more on that in a little bit. So I have pig videos coming out. I have some more canoe videos, because I just love doing these canoe videos because I get to be in a canoe. Plus that sky, it's really good. It's really good. I have chicken videos coming out, and I'm launching a big project in August that is going to be part of my farm, part of Farm Marketing Solutions, and part of the book, and more on that in the future. So I think this is a long enough video. Thank you guys for sticking in there. I hope you enjoyed the update. I hope you understand why sometimes it's hard for me to get content out in the middle of the summer. But I shot a ton of video today. I'm going to shoot some more this weekend, and yeah, you'll have more stuff coming out really soon. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me chat with you from a canoe. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, I will see you out in the field.